We are concentrated in our power users in our JPAC site. This is where the person found the tool, and of course, big spokesmodel across the JPAC theater. And so they all jumped in on this thing. They felt a great opportunity in order to really not just pilot the tool, but use it, make it part of their daily activities. And so it's concentrated in the site, and that's spreading across the planet as we hear more of the great stories about that. We know we've got folks in all of our sites that are using the tool. Our adoption is still coming up to speed as we get more and more good stories. But I'll tell you, even you were talking about earlier, if we even avoided a couple escalations, because those escalations could have been the really bad ones. It's hard to determine when we've got a situation if this escalation is going to be the one that brings the house down, or is this the one that it got escalated and you solved it in a short amount of time. You can never tell. We've got a concentration of folks, of our power users, in one of our sites, our JPAC site, located in Singapore. And this is where the person that actually found SupportLogic resides. But as the story gets out to more and more of our support organization, and we do have people within all of our support organizations we've asked to be the power users and continue to garner that usage of. The stories get out of, oh my gosh, I solved this case, avoided an escalation before it ever happened. And if you think about a third, 37% is more than a third, obviously, but even if I was able to solve one out of my day or one out of my week, but 37% of them, that's huge. That's huge. And those stories go around the organization fast. It's hard to tell which one is the one that's going to be the one that brings the house down, but we certainly, if we are knocking down that amount, those stories are going around quickly. And I tell this story a lot across the organization, and actually, quite frankly, this morning I had an all hands and we talked about it. And we need to continue to move towards more adoption of the tool so we can, in fact, increase that amount, because more adoption across the organization is going to help increase that. But then, as we know, it's going to learn more about what is a real escalation, what isn't. All the built-in AI and ML that your tool has will get smarter, and that will help even more. So it's a great self-fulfilling snowball effect, if you will.